fact, before going to my colleague, we have more breaking news coming in. Fighter jets are currently roaming around the terror attack site in Pahalgam. The Indian Air Force has also been swung into action. There is a movement of fighter jets that can be seen. They're flying in the airspace that surrounds the site of the attack where the terror strikes happened in Pahalgam. Now, the aerial activity is part of heightened security following the deadly attack that took place on the unfortunate afternoon of April 22nd. They can be clearly seen in the visuals. We've demarcated it separately for you. The movement of fighter jets, Indian Air Force, pressed in the operations and for beefing up the security around the valley. In fact, this fighter movement was seen very close to the meadows of Pahalgam where the cowardly attack took place. Rakshita, my colleague, continues to join us on the broadcast. Rakshita, speak to us about the security situation now. This comes freshly at the heels of two homes of major operatives of the Pahalgam attack being blown up and destroyed by the security forces. What more can you tell us?
Absolutely, of course. We have seen aerial surveys, of course, happening for the past 2 days. But these are the fighter jets, of course, that have been now deployed by the Indian Air Force fighters that are hovering around the Pahalgam attack site as the security has been heightened. As India has made its stand very clear that it has vowed to take the revenge. It is all its three forces, all the service chiefs are, of course, in coordination, and this is happening right amidst the visit of the Indian Army Chief. As we speak, in fact, even across Srinagar, we are seeing that there are helicopters right now hovering around us where we are reporting from. So yes, there are choppers that we could hear since morning, and fighter jets, of course, around the Pahalgam site. They are hovering. There is the territorial operation that is, of course, underway on multiple fronts. The terrorists are being tracked down. Their hideouts are being busted, blown up, and of course, the Army Chief is in coordination with all the commanders here in Kashmir and talking to the Air Force as well. So yes, the operations are in full swing, and India will be, trying to get the success and get that revenge as soon as possible, because the message is loud and clear from the Prime Minister, as we heard him yesterday, that all of them will be gunned down, they will be marked, they will be found out, those who have carried this out and also those who are backing them.
Right, Rakshita, thanks for getting those key details for us. In fact, we're also being joined by my colleague Airavit, who continues getting us information from Ground Zero. Airavit, speak to us about the fighter movement that we've been witnessing, near the attack site. Security has clearly been beefed up. This is a clear signal that India is now taking full stock of the security apparatus in Jammu and Kashmir. Airavit.
Yes, absolutely. A while back, we have seen that the movement of the fighter jets of the Indian Air Force here in the Pahalgam, where this deadly attack took place, in which we have seen that the 26 civilians lost their life in the deadly terror attack. Also, we have seen during the night hours, we are getting the reports from the reliable sources that the movement of these jets was also reported from the various districts of the Kashmir Valley, whether we will talk about the line of control area in the Uri sector, in the Bandipora, Gurrez. Now, this time we have seen in the morning hours, just a while back, we have seen that the movement in this area, this is the actual area where this incident happened. This is the spot in the Pahalgam where this incident happened. A while back, we have seen that the movement of fighter jets here in the Pahalgam. Also, we have seen that the air surveillance is also being done, as Rakshita was earlier saying that the helicopters movement was seen in the Srinagar. Same kind of the air surveillance are also being done in these difficult terrains. Also, we have been seen that the quadcopters of the Indian Army and other latest gadgets of the Indian Army has also pressed into service here in the Anantnag to nab these attackers. As we have seen that the Army Chief has landed in Srinagar, he will take of the situation there. Also, we have been told that the Northern Commander LG Manoj Sinha and other top intelligence officers will remain present at the Srinagar meeting, and they will discuss the ongoing happenings. As we have seen that the movement there is still, you can see, if my Vijay can pan camera this side, we can hear the sound of the fighter jets as of now. If my Vijay can pan camera to this side, there is the sound of the fighter jets right now here in the Panatnag and other adjoining areas where this attack happened here in the South Kashmir. And you can see it clearly indicates that how the Indian Air Force and other agencies are all set for any untoward if happen. We have seen that if we'll talk about the Uri sector, we have seen that the fire was initiated by the Indian Army in the Uri sector, but we have seen the alertness of the forces and they have given the befitting reply to Pakistan troopers who violated the ceasefire violation earlier in the Gurez sector. But this time we have seen the movement of the fighter jets here in the Pahalgam, where this